think it's going to around 8. I've been awake since 4 o'clock and I've been just trying to convince myself to take a walk. I haven't walked. I haven't taken an intentional walk ever since around May 2023. It's January. We're going to the end of January and this is when I decided to take a walk. I've only walked a couple of steps. I'll check just now exactly how many steps, but I'm already huffing and puffing just to show that I've been needing this walk for a very long time. But somehow my social anxiety has just literally kept me in captivity, I think. I know I finally convinced myself to take that walk, and today I don't want to walk even that long, but this had to happen. I had to take that walk. I think life has showed me that it's so much easy to let what's happening around you literally steal your entire life, because the truth is we'll always be going through something in life. It doesn't matter how deep. I think when I look at my life, literally, and there were a whole lot of things happening way before, but from 2017 it really got hard. When I lost my son, it really got hard, and I think that's when I felt like life was getting a little easier. Things were getting stable, and I felt like this is it. Life is really going to be great. And then bam, I lose my son somewhere in the middle of the year of 2017. I think when I now look at everything that's been happening, it makes me realize that there'll always be something happening, and we can't let that steal away the ability to just be and to just live, And for me, I think I'm a little, I'm gonna go away because I'm at a park and I see now men walking around and coming in and out, and I don't think it's a safe space because I'm literally alone. It's so early in the morning. But yeah, those are the reasons that I've been giving myself since I woke up. I was like, no, I can't be walking out alone. I can't be out there in the parks alone. And what if somebody sees me, somebody grabs me? And honestly, right now it's a bit alone here, and I'm gonna go away because the peace I'm looking for will disappear. But yeah, I'm gonna go away, but I'll keep walking, and I think this is the start of it. Let me just walk because I feel like sitting here is a bit crazy. But I'm glad that I did take that walk. Honestly, I'm glad that I did take that walk because, life will always life, and it will throw you punches, and, sometimes it just, the next punch is even harder, and one can just hide away. And I've been hiding away, and my body is suffering for it. My body is really suffering for it. So I'm glad that I took that walk. Okay, I'm gonna keep walking, guys, because as I said, I now see men walking around in there. It's not safe. They are places where you can be dragged to. So let me keep walking. They are literally parts of me from 7 years ago that still need a lot of healing, And I kind of think that it's time one just, faces that my head, still get a little bit weird. I feel like people are staring at me. Also, you don't want anyone to pounce on you, take your phone and stuff. I kind of think that processing trauma is like, it's very complicated.
High hopes when it comes to how the money feel when you split it into two. What's the highest that you're going to?
They are literally parts of me from like 7 years ago that still need a lot of healing, you know? And I kind of think that it's time one just, faces that might hit you. Still get a little bit weird, like I feel like people are just staring at me. Also, you don't want anyone to pounce on you, take your phone and stuff.
Those things that shine.
As I said, I have not been out since May. When I did the 31 days of the May 30, like, I don't know, I was busy posting videos every day of May, and I was doing Project 50 and everything else. I think after that, it got a little crazy. Was it May? Or was it May? Was it March? Look, I don't remember, but it's been that long. The other day I had to go out for something and I just had this huge anxiety. Like my social anxiety literally just, I don't know, it came out of nowhere. It really, really came out of nowhere, and it's been so debilitating. I don't even like going to the mall. I don't like going anywhere. I get so much anxiety when I have to go out of the house. I went through a stage in my life where I was so confined and I had no choice but to be confined, to a point where I've become like so scared to be outside. And right now I've decided to start healing the parts of me that are just so uncomfortable. It's nothing that I like to talk about. Yes, I'm an introvert, but I am not a shy person at all. Your neighbor's kids are crying. I think when you hear introvert, people automatically assume that you're just shy. I am not shy at all. I am not shy at all. I was a public speaker growing up, won a couple of debates, competitions in my life. Hope my mom still has the stuff. She probably does. She doesn't throw anything away, so she probably still does have those certificates and trophies and whatnot. But I'm not shy. I'm just an introvert. That's it. I think these things are. I think these things are separate. But yeah, I can't go anywhere. I don't go to, like, and I really do have to go to the shops alone or whatever. It's like a drag, because for some time I just found myself literally cocooned, and now I need to start healing those parts. I need to start walking, even if it scares me. I need to jump into an Uber, which scares me too, and go to a mall even if I'm not there to buy anything. Just walk around and try and heal those parts in me. Anyway, I only walked how many steps? I'm just gonna check. I don't want to move my phone, like, so Come on. So I walked 1,234. 1, 2, 3, 4. I walked 1,234 steps. My goal for each day for now, like I want to get to 12,000, but we can't just start like, you know. So my goal for each day has to be 6,000 steps for the first 2 weeks, and then we'll bump it up by 2,000 steps, and we'll bump it up by 2,000, and we'll walk outside, we will go to places. This whole paranoia of, oh, what if something bad happens, because you know there are so many reasons that one can give themselves, that, you know, what if this happens, what if that happens. But the thing I've realized is that even when you've locked yourself up in a room, things still happen. Things still happen. When you're hiding, things still happen. When you're out there, things still happen. It doesn't matter. Things will still happen. This is life. And so it's better to live it scared than running under your bed. Anyway, I'm gonna go keep exercising and stuff. Biggie, can't you see? Sometimes you really just hypnotize me.
Me, my face, and I, we took a trip down music lane. Melodies and harmonies, ooh, it feels so loud. Me, my face, and I, we took a trip down music lane. We met A flat and then B flat. Oh, feels so loud. Can I marry you? We could be together till the sun comes up. Oh, can I marry you? We could walk right into the sunset. Oh, can I marry you? We could be together till the sun comes up. Oh, can I marry you? Hey.
Wow. Wow, that scrawny lady playing the guitar, that is me, believe it or not. That was me. I was 26. It was in 2011. I was 26, about to turn 27 in like a couple of weeks. And sheesh, I am very proud of that girl. I look at her and I'm like, wow, you know, I am so proud of her. I hate speaking in the third person, but I'm extremely proud of that 26, 27-year-old Diselani. Let me just say 27-year-old Diselani, because, okay, I'm gonna stop speaking in third person, like it really feels weird. I had been through a lot, and the postpartum depression. So I had just given birth to my first child when I was 25, and the postpartum depression that I went through was it was hectic. It was hectic. I don't even know how to explain to you. And also I was dealing with other heavier, like, I don't know, spiritual battles that were just hectic. And after getting over them, the postpartum depression that came after that, you know, so not the postpartum, and the post-traumatic, the PTSD that came with it was hectic. So it was like PTSD, postpartum depression. It was a mess. But I remember a year before that, moving over to Johannesburg to just start my little family, moving back. Did I say moving back? Because moving back, because I just moved back home, and I don't know, that whole time literally stole my identity, and I was just willing to fight. I didn't want to sink into a hole, and so I was willing to fight to find my identity again, and find, because I had not really played the bass guitar in a long time. I was not writing, I was not singing and everything else, and so I wanted to do that again. And I remember just starting bass guitar lessons with like one of the most prolific bass guitarists, jazz guitarist in South Africa. It was very cool. And one of my friends that I went to music school with, he had this business where he would have an entire band for you, and including backup singers, and all you had to do was come with your compositions and your vocals, and we would sit down and arrange it and rehearse, so you can eventually just go into studio and record, or record live, whatever you wanted to do with your music. And I remember just having to brave a lot of things out. So now let me just explain something to you. I do not like the CBD. I've never liked the CBD. Like back in the day, if I had to go through it, I would have to have somebody with me. And I'm just glad that, through my time when I really needed to, there was always someone, and not just a random someone, but there was always someone there who held my hand through it. But I hated it, and I'll explain why. So first of all, I am an introvert, and so a whole lot of people overwhelm me, but I'm also very claustrophobic, and so the influx of people within the CBD, like especially there by Noir, people are just moving around, and hey, see, is this side, and it's like crazy, it's crazy. Hey, Sisi, let me hold your bag, or whatever it is. Somebody's trying to steal your phone, somebody's trying to touch you. It's just hectic, and I just never. I was very, very much afraid of it. I don't know how to explain to you. I never went through there alone. And trust me, there were no Ubers, and no budget for Uber either. Even if it was there, because, really. And I was going to Kagiso, a place I don't even know. Now, I would move from the north of Johannesburg, and I would have to go through the mess, and the CBD reeks. It reeks, I'd have to go through that mess, and I hated it. And I was also dealing with as I said, the PTSD and everything else. So the anxiety was beyond me. I had the worst anxiety. I remember just taking that anxiety, putting it in a box somewhere, taking my bass guitar, dread being called Zahara, and now shame, I really it warms my heart up right now, but dread being called Zahara, because I would be like, no, you're not, okay, this is not even a guitar, this is a bass guitar, there's a difference. Dread being called Zahara everywhere I went. I would get into that taxi and so scared, get in there, go through the CBD, get into another, walk through those places, get into another taxi, go to a township I don't even know. I remember getting lost. I wasn't even sure if the sort of time that I was dangerous, and I remember them sending a car, I think, to come pick me up. And the side of so I was born in the hood, okay, but our hood is kind of pretty. But so the kind of hood that we went to was a bit of the slums, a bit, the side of where we went, and it was not my comfort zone at all. I think the place, the rehearsal place, was a bit of, I don't know if it was a shack, I don't remember, but it was totally out of my comfort zone, totally out of my comfort zone. But I was like, I'm gonna take this little mentality aside. I'm gonna put it in a bottle, and I'm gonna do it, because I wanted to find myself again. I was willing to heal the parts of me that were literally falling apart around me, that were stealing my identity from me. So I was willing to go through all of these things in order to get there. And I remember just doing it for a couple of weeks, and then it got a bit difficult. I had to stop. Because the commute, I was from this other end of town, catching 3 taxis, honestly, 3 taxis to get to the place I was going to every single day. 3 taxis, 3 taxis, 3 taxis back. And I had the child that I had at the time was in I had just one child, was in daycare, and daycare at 6:30, that was it, you know. I think, yes, 6:30, and there was a day where I got back at like 7:30, which was just crazy, and I had to stop, you know. And obviously those things were like, they got a bit heavy for me, and I kind of like lost the whole thing. And from there on, I'm not gonna get into everything, but a whole lot of things started happening, and I stopped playing, I stopped writing, I stopped singing, I stopped. So I was also a fashion killer. I don't even know how to explain to you. I stopped dressing up. So like these things literally will you know, it's like it's a cycle. I stopped dressing up, not a cycle, man, but it's a process. I stopped dressing up, I stopped buying clothes, you know, and I started gaining a whole lot of weight. And at first you couldn't even tell, because I was extreme, like I was like a size 13, you know. Next thing you're 32, you're 34, and it literally just started building up to a point where I couldn't recognize myself, and the people around me that know me couldn't recognize me, that I was just somebody else, you know. And sheesh, it just got to a point where even the anxiety, you know, it started like a little seed, and I think I watered it, and it just became so big to a point where it just became a monster that literally swallowed me up, and my identity became grief and anxiety, the same anxiety and everything else that is around me, and the me was just swallowed up there. And I think one of the things that I tried to do was healing on a public platform. That is just, it's never a good idea to heal on a public platform. You might feel like, yo, maybe there are people that are like me that will learn something from. I feel like maybe going away and healing and then coming back and sharing your journey is so much better, because when you heal in public, you set yourself up for psychoanalysis. You also give people ammunition against you and your loved ones, and you literally just put yourself, like you bear yourself out there, and anybody else, this is the internet, anybody else can find your information and use it for their enjoyment and for their you know, to push their narrative. And so I even now, I spoke to my nephew a couple of days ago, and I was like, you know, for my 40th, I think he asked me a couple of questions, and I said, no, you know, for my year 40, I want to get back to me. And he was like, so he asks me, even the music? I'm like, yeah, even the music. And he was just super excited, and I had started with that, but then I realized, because I was just picking like little instrumentals and just singing without even rehearsing, because I don't even have the time to rehearse at this present moment. And I was like, you know what, I just want to share my journey of getting back into it. You know, I then realized that no, again, I'm setting myself up for borando and, you know, criticism and all of that, and I am not ready. My heart at this moment, I cannot take criticism. You know, when I'm fully healed and everything else, I can take constructive criticism and just incorporate it. For now, I'm just having fun and trying to heal and trying to find myself musically. Then I was like, you know, I think I posted maybe two videos, and I was like, nope. And also it was for a couple of people, because I had like created a group, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do this thing off camera, and if I want to record the process, I'll do that, and maybe I'll share it when I am ready, when I know that I can take all the criticism, and I know that I've been keeping at it, and I've been going over it. You know, I've been just going at it and working so hard to get to where I want to, because I just want to heal those parts that are way deep inside, those parts that are so difficult, those parts that actually make life difficult, not just for myself, but for everybody else around me as well. You know, I've had my friends that I've met online want to hang out with me, and, you know, in my head, and I'm thinking, yo, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I really want to do this. I really do. But just the fear of going out, the fear of opening myself up, it just got a bit heavy, and I'm like, no, I wanna be able to meet up with people my age, and start to have friends. Like, my kids have been asking me, do you actually have friends? I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, no, like, not friends from the internet, friends that you meet up with every day. I remember meeting up last year with one of my friends from primary school. We only met up in January last year. It's January again, and I'm like, what's going on? And so I think all of this to say that I'm going to take a break when it comes to vlogging, so I can go and heal privately, heal those parts that need. I think it's important to my nearly 40-year-old self. When I look at 27-year-old Iselani and 39-year-old Iselani now, would 27-year-old Iselani be proud of 39-year-old Iselani? No, because no, this one is not fighting. This one is not fighting hard enough. And so, yeah, I want to give myself space to heal those difficult parts of my life. I don't want to, I'm nearing middle age. I don't want to be middle-aged and think, what was wrong with me? Why was I hiding under my bed all this time? Because, I'll be old and wrinkled soon. Honestly, 20 years goes so fast. It goes so fast. 10 years, 20 years, they go so fast. I'll wake up one day and be like, but why did I live my entire life hiding just because of anxiety and everything else that has happened in my life? Why didn't I go out and meet up with friends, which I am going to do very soon, as I said, after I've taken the time to I want to meet up with friends. I want to meet up with people that I met in this beautiful platform. I am going to sing, and I'm going to sing very loud, and even if my voice doesn't come out, I'll sing with my inside voice, because I don't even want to get into it. I'm going to read as much as I want, and even if I can't read, I'll find my way to just live, because it's so easy to be breathing in and out, but you're just sitting down and not living at all. When you are breathing but you're not living. I think that has been me for a very long time, and I want to heal those parts. And I just want to invite you to that. If there's certain parts in your life that you want to heal, hey, take time out, switch off that phone, and heal those parts, and heal those parts. So for vlogs, there would be vlogs for the next I don't know, until I'm okay. But what I will leave you with is shorts. I'm gonna try and post shorts every day. When I can. If I don't post a short on that day, please guys, I think 98% of the people that watch my shorts are people who are not subscribed to the channel. So please look out for my shorts. If it doesn't appear on your page, go, and I know I'm asking for too much, go and click on my name and just look for the shorts that you have not watched it, and watch, and leave a comment and a like. And one other thing that I'm gonna be doing is a 40 before 40 podcast. So it's a story time podcast where I'll be telling all the stories, I'll be telling 40 stories that happened in my 40 year life span. That it will be 40 before 40 which means that there will be 40 episodes. And so if I feel like, okay, it's okay for me to come back and vlog and do all that kind of stuff before the 40 episodes finish, we'll just incorporate the vlogs within. But if it takes the whole 40 vlogs, then it takes the whole, however long it takes for one to feel like, okay, I've settled myself down. I have, it takes a while to build certain habits. They say it takes 21 days and whatever, and 90 days. Look, if I have to go through all of those steps to get to a point where I feel comfortable enough to be able to share vlogs and and all of that, it takes that much. But yes, what I'll leave you with is the podcast 40 Before 40, which will start in February. It's gonna start in February. But so that's it. A girl is going to take some healing time. Some quiet time, and just make sure. Oh, you guys can also help me if you're still watching, because I know this was very long. If you're still watching, you can help me pick out a time. I was hoping to post the podcasts on Saturdays in the morning, like first thing in the morning, like maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. But I don't know. You guys, please let me know when I can post them. I know Sunday is so saturated. It's so saturated, so I don't think Sunday will be best time for me to post. So please help me out with the time. I know a lot of people probably didn't make it this far, so I'm also going to make like a poll vibe thing where you guys can help me with choosing time where and when I can post these podcasts. So I'm looking forward to the podcast. They're starting February, and I don't know, maybe we'll have one a week or two a week. We'll see how it goes. Hey, I don't know if I've got 40 stories, I don't know if I've got 40 stories, but we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I'll just also share the lessons that I've learned in my 40s and other episodes and stuff like that. But it is called 40 Before 40, and it's going down. It's going down. I'm so excited for it. If the name changes, I will let you know, but the general idea is 40 Before 40, and I'll be sharing story times about this. Some will be funny, some will be sad, some will be inspirational, some will be like, what in the world? But I'm very excited about that. I love vlogging. I'll miss it, but I want to do it in a space where I feel comfortable, where I feel healed, where I feel calm. And so I'm gonna allow myself the space to. I feel like the people around me need me more as well, and I need to first heal me, find me, so the people around me can have me, and then I can be able to share myself with everybody else. Because it's always been my dream to be on TV, and YouTube has given us the space to, especially some people like us who have actually studied TV production and film and sound and all of that. YouTube has given us the space of not having to go search for a job, but to actually just do your own thing. And so I will be back, but you'll be with the podcast that I was talking about. But honestly, I just want to actually encourage everyone to heal those parts in themselves, because especially I'm talking to the younger people. One day you wake up and you are 100. Like, I know I'm exaggerating, but to be honest with you, one day you wake up and you're 100, and like, your life is gone. And so the earlier you can, don't let those, like, sometimes it's so small, you're like, it's nothing. That thing can grow, and you can find yourself being so lost, like being a zombie, and not even know who you are anymore, and literally it's like whatever, like just existing. You're not living but existing, and I don't care. Like, if I have to explain to you everything that I went through, I have a reason to be a zombie. I have every reason to be a zombie, but really, like, let's try our best to heal those parts before they even get to a point where they swallow you up. Heal those difficult parts. Heal them before they engulf you. Heal them before they literally swallow you up. And you know, sometimes you can find yourself so swallowed that you are unable to get out of that bubble that swallowed you. So let's make sure that we heal ourselves, heal those difficult parts. Don't say, it's me now, it's the new me. People don't understand that when we grow, we change. When we grow, we change. And yeah, right now, I just don't like going out to shops. I will just sit here in my house. No, man. Do not, you know, assume this new personality that is brought on by trauma. Don't assume this new personality that is brought on by trauma. Heal those parts and find yourself again. Find your smile again. Find the spring in your step again. And if you have to do it in private, do it. Switch off. It's okay to switch off the rest of the world and find yourself quietly. And when you feel like, you know, there's this other, I'm closing. There's this thing that always pops up on my Instagram, and I know that they probably like cut somewhere, and it says disappears for whatever and comes back something. It sounds a little weird because the grammar sounds weird, but I know maybe maybe they cut out he or whatever. But yeah, disappear for however long you need to disappear for, and come back a changed person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll see you on the 40 before 40. We'll confirm the name and everything else on the community posts and everything else. But thank you so much for the support. But yeah, the vlogs will come back when we are hot and ready. And yeah, so it will be just the podcast every once a week or twice a week. We'll see how that goes. And there will also be shorts, and I'll post shorts every now and then. Like, I'll make sure that I post at least 5 in a week, you know, at least 5. It could be more, but nothing less than 5. Thank you so much. I will see you in February when we do the podcast, the weekly podcast, or you know, twice a week podcast. Thank you so much. Bye.